Uh, we're on episode 18? 19?
19.
18?
19.
19. Okay.
1819.
18, 19.
20.
Hello and welcome to episode 19, actually 19, of the Drunken Arcanauts D&D podcast. This is Clancy, and you're listening to the Dycairn campaign. There's a 5th edition podcast with a custom setting, custom campaign items, and everything. And if you're tuning in here first, then you've made a mistake and go back to the beginning of this campaign 3, also known as the Dycairn campaign, because you're in what I'm hoping will be sort of a season finale-y type of episode. Not series, season, right? It's maybe going to be cool. I don't know. I can never predict what these guys are going to do. Before I go too far off track, I do want to give a shout out to our patrons and some of the newer nicknames that I've given them. Scotty Doesn't Owe, 27 Jesses. He was a Skater P. I said see you later P. Lincoln Mark, Special K, Christian Haydenson, Nathan R. Every Jared begins with K. This Just In C. Cody T. Rex, and Austin Swansong. Thank you guys for listening. We hope that you're enjoying the podcast, and really, I hope you enjoy the nicknames because I'm going to keep doing them. If everybody could do the introductions of their character, I'll do a quick recap, and then we'll get back into it.
Hi, I'm Risky, and I am playing Five Gal, who now has legs and tiny little arms too. So he's excited. Yeah.
So dumb.
I can move 5 feet, or yeah, speed of 5. So that's good. That's it.
I am relevant. I am playing Juniper Hallow, a half-elf monk. And she's kind of disturbed about Five Gal with his little tree legs, peg legs.
Yeah, as well she should be. My name is Mark. I play everyone's favorite Wanti warlock, Simon Salazar. Don't love that there are weird limbs growing out of a bucket now, and figuring out what will become of him from Simon's perspective.
I'm Jay. I play Victor McCoy. If I'm being honest, when I realized we were recording today, I was pretty happy. And then when I was reminded about the legs and limbs of Five Gal, I got really excited.
Okay, as almost every person alluded to in some way, one of the major events of the last episode was Five Gal in his bucket form has sprouted 4 limbs, 2 legs, 2 arms. They have no fingers or joints outside of the ability to wiggle, so he can walk around on them, and he can sort of poke things with them, but it's not like he can grab a weapon. And he's not going to be doing any real big jumps because he doesn't have any knees or anything. However, Five Gal is mobile a little bit on his own now, which is great news. Other than that, the party tried to steal some potions from a shop, which failed miserably and got them kicked out. And they met up with the Dark Elf, who they had initially gotten the quest to take the device down to the gate. They are currently, I believe, headed towards the wall, but I'm not totally sure if they're wanting to get other supplies before they go and put the device on the wall.
So I tried to get some potions. How did your potion collection go?
I'd say successful.
Yeah.
In what way?
I'd say
What
pretty good.
potions? What potions do we have?
Oh, I don't remember which ones we actually.
We ended up with some health potions, didn't we? Some of them survived. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
We should have wrote those down.
Well,
I
I
went to
used up
this-
a bunch of them because, well, I broke a bunch of them.
Yeah, I don't know that you tried to steal yet.
There was 4 that survived, right?
Yeah, it was. I didn't write down which ones that survived for you guys.
Didn't either.
Don't. Well, it might have been one of the healing potions, but
For sure, there was a healing potion. I thought 2 healing potions, or 3 survived, but I could be wrong. I don't remember what we tried to steal anymore.
Because
Like 30
leg-
potions.
the limb one broke for sure.
yep. And a bunch of healing potions saved you from dying, which is
Yeah.
good. What was it? It was. Oh, it doesn't matter that much. We'll just say it was healing potions.
Hooray. Oh, good.
Well,
So you
You
so
got.
stole them
whatever one's
anyway. I
doing
don't
it,
have
we're
to
even
take the
grabbing.
gold from your sack or anything.
So you got enough healing potions for all of us. That could be helpful. Not that anything bad is going to happen when we use the device at the wall. Do we need anything else, or are we just good to go do
I'd
what we
like
came
some
here
more
for?
health.
You could take one of the potions.
Well, I don't want to waste the potion.
Can we rest?
He didn't give us a time to meet him at the wall. He just said meet him there. So
Did give us a time, I'm pretty sure.
when?
Did he?
What time did he say?
No, he just wanted to meet you guys there. I mean, he intimated that he wanted to do it urgently, but he's said that from the get-go, sort of.
Has been a couple weeks.
Yeah,
He's
I
like
think
we
could probably
met him
wait
here,
like
though.
another day.
A whole day?
Well, like go and get some food and just relax. Like walking
Okay,
is pretty.
I don't think the people here
tiring.
like us when I don't look like one of them and like you guys at all right now. So we could try that.
Are you guys planning to look for an inn or a tavern? Either one, I'll let you guys long rest while you're there.
Doesn't matter to me.
Does an inn
More of a
also have
tavern- More
alcohol?
of a tavern kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a few taverns nearby. The Musty Minotaur, the Fevered Trident, the Surly Blue Mule, and the Brave Rhinoceros. The Brave Rhinoceros is the busiest and the nicest. Fevered Trident and Surly Blue Mule are both pretty shitty looking, but not particularly busy. And the Musty Minotaur looks okay. It's not super busy either.
So I think we should go to the Musty Minotaur because I don't think we're gonna fit at a fancy place. And y'all aren't very fancy anyway, so
Oh, I'm totally fancy now.
well you're a bucket with libs, so that's not very
Yeah.
fancy.
Means I'm one of a kind.
Yeah, which is not fancy. That's not
The
what fancy
musty
means.
whatever sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So the Musty Minotaur. Let's see here. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. No. Where's all my information? Oh, there it is. Keeps jumping to the right on me. Okay. The Musty Minotaur. As you guys walk in, you see a pair of humans. We're gonna call them Greg and Terry, and they seem to be fairly affectionate with one another. Jesus Christ, these descriptions are. I forgot all about this. I'm sorry. I was really in a weird place when I made this. So they're there and they're bartenders. Terry is a bartender. It looks like Greg is also helping to support tending bar. Looking around, there's a few other people in the tavern. One of them is singing to himself, and a few others are just watching him sing and drinking. Nothing too crazy going on. A few dwarves, a half elf or two, and Goliath. But they're all just getting drunk. There are no rooms for rent. This is just a tavern. The beverage and food list is, however, posted behind the bar. There is a wine list, which has the house dwarf trainer, radiant Chimera Riesling, incapacitated lizard Cabernet Sauvignon, and a book and human Merlot. For lagers and ales, there is the Leaping Cherry Fruit Ale, the Abyssal Eagle Fruit Ale, the Tiny Dagger Porter, and the Infernal Door Fruit Ale. For just liquor, they have a what's this place called? Musty Minotaur Vodka, Musty Minotaur Rum, Blind Noose Gin, and Toothless Hobgoblin Vodka. And then there's also a food menu.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Can I get drunk by people just pouring alcohol into me?
No.
I mean, wood does absorb liquid.
It does, but
an
you also
extent.
don't ingest shit just because every time somebody used you as a shit bucket.
That's true.
Uh,
I mean,
but
there's-
Maybe their
if
shit was
you're
solid.
filled with it and then you transform, you will treat that as having drank that.
It'd be great
Okay.
if there weren't 1,000 bees in here, please.
What if we just filled them with 5 gallons worth of alcohol?
You can
Sure.
do that.
And he
It
transforms and dies.
would be not great.
I didn't know there were so many humans this far south. Barkeep, I would like a drink, please.
Terry comes over and sort of looks at the party and says, well, yeah, you want a drink, but what kind of drink do you want? You got to tell me.
Okay, Tiny Dagger Porter. Everyone else?
I just get like an entire cup of gin.
I'll take a Riesling.
Okay, Blind Noose Gin. Would you like a bottle or a shot?
Cup? You've got like cup?
Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That'll be 4 silver.
Okay.
And then the Riesling was, let's see here, bottle or a cup?
Cup?
That's 1 gold.
Can I get a beer?
Are you in bucket form?
Yes.
He looks around and he says, well, I guess if nobody else needs anything, and he looks back at Simon and says, what was it you wanted again?
I want the porter and then just any other one of the beers I'll also take. And how many people are there in here?
7.
I'll buy a round for the house. Everybody.
Interesting. He tells you that altogether will be 4 gold.
Give it to him.
Is there anyone in here that looks like what Victor McCoy used to look like?
Roll
yeah,
me
I
a
forgot.
percentile.
You might as well just stay at this point.
Yep,
You look-
21%.
21%.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
He looks fabulous. though.
The closest is there is a dwarf. He has a very similar style of facial hair and actual hair to what Victor had. However, both of them are striped with bleach and a bright purple. But it's the exact same style. It's just bleached and purple stripes.
Mm. I'll think about it.
Okay. You guys get your drinks and begin sipping. Bartender is off talking to one of the other people in the tavern about his immense fear of spiders and how he used to make a living as a writer, but the last owner ended up dying, getting killed by a giant spider, and now he has no time to write. He's got a really intense, really pointless backstory. Anyway, um, you guys are there. You're drinking. You're resting. Go ahead and give yourself a rest. So back to full health. All your spell slots are back. You guys are literally just relaxing in here. I'm gonna presume that you do so for a few hours. In that time, you get a few drinks. You hear some rumors about um, massive trade issues in the north due to a river being basically impassable that normally has the main contingent of goods going up and down it. Something happened with the river, and it's just fucked everything up. Um, other than that,
Hope it
there's
wasn't
every once
poisoned.
in a while like a religious nut comes in, but gets sort of chased out by the bar patrons. Apparently, they're not super interested in that. So when people come in preaching about the 27 mortars of a good bricklayer, they're like, "Get the fuck out!" And everybody's like, "Yeah!" And then they chase them out. But it's probably also why this place's business isn't more busy, because there are definitely more people who want to come in here, but they don't really tolerate the hyper religious in here super well.
I'm gonna try pouring drinks into myself with my little hands.
Roll me a sleight of hand with disadvantage and a -5.
Okay. Oh fuck! I actually rolled a nat 20.
Of course you did.
But not two of them.
No. So 10.
10. That's not half bad, really.
Yeah.
You, with your little peg arms, get hold of a bottle that is rolling as you try and do it, and you get it above the lip of your bucket, and you don't manage to pour the beer in or the drink, but you do just throw it in the bucket upside down. So it's basically pouring, but the whole bottle's in there.
I need mage hand. Can someone get the glass out of me so I don't die?
I take the bottle out of him.
Do you pour it, or do you just pull the whole thing out?
Well, if it's
It's-
upside down and I pull it upside down, it's gonna dump out.
Yeah. Are you like just letting it go, or you just
Yeah.
whatever's in there is still in there?
I'll just hold it until it's all gone.
Okay. Yeah. There is alcohol flowing into the bucket.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into the turtles.
Okay.
Oh God.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw with the turtle stats.
Oh god. Do we have the turtle stats?
Don't know if you do.
I don't
5
know if
gallons
we
worth
do.
of drunk turtles.
I'll give you a +4 on their con saving throw.
Okay.
Turtles, they should be sturdy.
That's a 10.
4 very drunk turtles are on the table. Not quite a swarm, but kind of. All of them with various colored headbands.
I'm gonna pet one of the turtles.
God damn it. Do they each have Renaissance type names?
I haven't came up with names for them yet.
Okay. Why are you turtles now?
So I could get drunk.
Is there anything else turtles can do?
They can bite.
I mean, you did tell them not to turn into bees, so
Could they how about like in comparison to your tiny limbs, how fast could they walk?
This fast.
And then they move at about a speed of 15 feet.
Oh, that's pretty fast. You should be turtles more often.
Well, I can't be turtles all the time.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Yeah.
As you guys are sitting there, night has fallen. The other bartender comes over, and he asks you if any of you, and he literally does look at all of you, including the turtles. He says, if any of you would be interested in a little night of fun with him and the other bartender, and gives you guys a wink.
What's that mean?
It was like a 6-way sexual encounter. Is that what you're after?
He says, as many ways as we can go, but if it's just one of you, that's fine with me.
What about 4 of us?
And he counts the turtles, and he goes, it'd be freaky, but I'm into it.
Well, I don't know.
And he goes, okay, well, this offer only stands for the next 20 minutes, and then we're going upstairs. Also, at that point, the bar is closed.
What time is it?
Okay.
Is it nighttime now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like 3 a.m.
Oh, we've been here a while, you guys. I mean,
Oh,
if the
yeah.
bar closes, what are we gonna do? I don't imagine we
Well-
should beat that guy at the wall at 3 a.m.
He might be there.
Yeah, he'll probably still be there.
He might be mad if he's just waiting in the middle of the night for us and has been waiting for hours.
We
I
were
think he's gonna
getting-
be mad no matter what.
We were getting supplies.
Who is this guy, by the way?
Some guy we met at a tavern.
He's Victor's dad, I think. You didn't see the resemblance?
A dark elf is
No.
Victor's dad.
Yeah.
Victor's a human.
Oh, that's right. He has purple hair. That's the difference. Okay, so do we want to go to the wall or...
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Victor, are you going to get that hair or no?
No. Oh, wait.
You
forgot
pass
about
by the
that.
guy with your same hairstyle, passed out on the floor drunk as you guys leave. Terry and Greg, you can hear, apparently into some freaky stuff due to the sounds coming from their room above the bar.
Maybe they
And,
found
yeah.
some other turtles, 5-gal. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
As you guys are walking downtown, is there anything else that you're wanting to do, or are you going to the wall at this point?
I think we're making our way downtown, walking fast, faces,
Faces
past.
past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just basically some of that. We can't use that audio, but just imagine it, everyone.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. As you guys get downtown, you see the wall, of course, is an always present structure when you're outside. It's huge, it goes for miles into the air and to either side, and it glows faintly white, illuminating even the dark in a sort of moonlight level illumination. As you get to the wall, you sort of look around and you don't see much of anybody up against the wall except for a single cloaked figure who turns and rushes to you guys. And he says, okay, let's do this. Do you have your device still?
I didn't
Which
have it.
device are you talking about?
And he goes, you're still turtles. Who's carrying you?
I figured I'd jump on the shoulders of people.
Who has 2 turtles if everybody else has 1 turtle?
I do not have any turtles.
Okay, so I guess I'm on Victor and
You each have a turtle on each shoulder.
Chris.
So dumb.
So he looks around and he just ignores the question, and he pulls out his device and he says, mine unfortunately was broken in a run-in with some yetis. They tried to crush me to death. I managed to kill them, but before doing so, they had destroyed the device just in the act of squeezing it against my rib cage. It was less than ideal.
Oh,
Well,
so
lucky for you, we still have ours.
yeah, you have
Oh,
2 devices. These are like, where'd you get all this stuff? You just made it?
I brought it with me from the other side of the world spine.
Hmm.
I just thought it was weird that he was so descriptive of how it broke. Could have just been like, Yetis crushed it.
We would have probably asked. So okay. Yeah, we do have ours. I think the purple lady had it or something. Not me. I didn't have it.
I have the device.
Juniper, do you pull it out?
Sure.
He says, okay, so. And he looks around, and there are people sort of meandering around, mostly drunk people. It's pretty late. There's a guard here or there, but nobody's really paying you any mind. There are even a few people up against the wall, and you can see as people touch the wall, they glow for a moment, and then they sort of collapse, and you hear other people, oh, they are wall taken now, blah, 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 and all this nonsense. Yeah, that's, so there's probably 20, 30 people around, but they're not really concerned because this is a place where people go to perform religious rituals. So doing it in the middle of the night's not that weird.
5 Gal, do you think that that's how you get your wish? You go touch the wall?
I don't know.
You could said one of you could go. One of you turtles could do it.
I think I would have to have all of me do it.
Well, then go ahead.
Okay.
As you approach the wall, the dark elf also approaches the wall. And I need all of you to make intelligence saving throws.
Da, 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 da.
13.
17.
19.
17.
Nice.
We have a 19. Okay.
Yep.
Victor, you see the dark elf is walking towards the wall, but everybody else seems to be frozen in place. Not the people around you, just the other members of the party. Just all suddenly stopped. It doesn't even look like they're breathing.
I'm gonna ask him what's going on.
Ask who?
The dark elf.
He stops and looks back, and he goes, his eyes narrow. I don't know.
I'm gonna
And-
do a. Can I do a insight on him?
Yeah.
Well, all right, 9.
He seems alarmed and confused, and you can tell he's about to bolt because he's scared of whatever it is that's happening.
Well, why don't you just calm down a second? I'm sure there's a reason for this. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
He goes, no. But I can only imagine this is Thoris trying to stop me from breaking the wall down and separating his connection.
Well, just do it then. And stop being a bitch.
He's like, okay. Everybody but Victor, I need you guys to make another intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, that one's good. 9.
Dirty 20.
19.
What'd you say? Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay. 9, 19, dirty 20. Okay. Liza, or not Liza, Juniper and Simon, you guys each sort of snap back to it. You don't feel any time gap. You're just back to exactly where you were. And 5 Gal is the least apparent of the three of you that he's not moving because he moves so slowly. I mean, he's little turtles. So the only thing you notice is that somehow the dark elf is like right up against the wall, and just 1 second ago he was right next to you guys about to head to the wall. At that moment, he slaps the device onto the wall, and you watch a ripple go across the wall in sort of an orange light. um, and for a moment, nothing happens. And then you all feel sort of a burning inside, sort of inside your chests. And then it goes and it feels like it's just pouring into your veins. It's not a super painful feeling, but it is uncomfortable. It's like you can feel every part of your nervous system inside of your body for a moment. And people all around you and all of you start to glow for a moment. You're glowing white, and you see the wall as it's going from white to almost faint. And all of you are going to get +1 to an attribute of your choice. And the dark elf is looking back, and he says, "It's done. We've done it. We've broken down the wall. Thoris no longer has or his connection is being severed by the second. You see, you can feel it. You can feel the attributes that he's stolen from you, from everyone here. Every single person on this side of the wall, all of his populace, he has been leeching from. Your batteries to him, nothing more." And at about that moment, as he's in victory and triumph, all of you feel something odd separating from you. 4 dirty black tadpoles pop out of your heads. In Five Gal's case, an ear actually manifests and it crawls out of the ear. And then they race towards the wall.
I want to stomp on it.
Yeah, let's stomp on them.
Okay, we got a stomp and a stomp.
Stomp party. I've already stomped one.
Okay.
Kick or hit him with nunchucks.
Okay. Each of you roll me a opportunity attack with the gun as well.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Got an
20.
11.
18.
11. Huh?
18.
18. Okay. One gets blown away by the pistol. One gets stomped on by Simon. One gets kicked, but it's launched into the wall. And one, in the midst of dodging one of the nunchucks of a turtle, manages to overpower the turtle and then pushes on past. They dive into the wall itself, and the dark elf seems confused. And he goes, "What are those?"
I don't know.
Black worms.
And he's like, "That seems odd." And you see the wall is still fading, but instead of the fading white like it had been, it's got a deep black ichor that's flowing from wherever these tadpoles had hit the wall. And you see people in the crowd screaming in terror. What was joy and happiness in the crowd at the miracle that everyone felt when they suddenly got a stat point is now turning into abject terror as the wall rippling, it seems, almost as though it's alive, until it collapses down into sort of a puddle of itself, showing for the first time a vast desert beyond it. And then you see the first person collapse. A woman who was staring at the wall just drops as though she fainted. A nearby guard clutches his head and drops to the ground. A small child who you can see through a window watching collapses on the floor inside the bedroom that he's in. Um, soon, probably 20 or 30 people have collapsed. Almost everyone that's outside. But the Dark Elf doesn't know what's going on. He's staring at you guys accusingly and saying, "What did you do? What did you do?"
So we didn't do anything. We ran into this mine thing in some mines, and I think that's where that black stuff came from. Is this not what you intended to happen when you used that contraption on the wall?
No, you're supposed to be free. The wall was to keep Thoris and his batteries, and I undid. It was meant to undo his connection to all the people here.
Did
Well-
that not work?
I mean, you all seem a little better. Do you feel stronger, correct?
Yeah, but all these people are passed out. Like that's an odd reaction to a wall coming down.
He says,
Do
maybe I should check on one of them.
do we need to
Me.
run from this place?
He walks over to one of the bodies and begins to look at it. And it starts to stand back up. He lets out a sigh of relief. He goes, "Oh, never mind. I must have been overreacting. It's just people probably fainting from the excitement of being free. That's all this is."
Yeah,
Um,
the screaming and stuff really gave that away.
Yeah. And as he turns to walk back to the party, you see this woman's eyes are just solid black. And she begins to open her mouth as though to say something. And as she opens, it just keeps opening until you can see her jaw begins to unhinge. Her cheeks rip, slowly going back farther and farther up until it's up to where her ear is. And what should be just pouring blood is instead pouring black ooze that slowly, as it drips down, begins to harden into tentacles. As the woman looks at you, you can see 6 to 8 tentacles forming where her cheeks were, and she begins to approach, staggering at first, but gaining confidence in the steps. And then the others who collapsed began to do the same thing.
So this seems creepy.
I'm gonna dimension door 500 feet away.
Which direction?
Back
Towards
toward
the city?
Yeah, toward the city.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
run.
Okay. Roll initiative, everybody.
Damn it. Nat 20. There
Hey!
we go.
Nice.
That's when I need it.
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I can roll it.
13.
Simon?
11.
Okay. 5 Gal, you see there are now 20 or 30 bodies stood up with tentacle faces. And they're approaching the party. You then hear the sound of glass breaking, and that child that had collapsed is crawling through the glass. He's up a story above you with his face all tentacle gross, and his hands and arms are all covered in that black ichor from where he crawled through the glass, cutting him. There's a lot of them, quite a few. They're all over. None between you and where the wall used to be. You guys were pretty dang close to the wall, but there's lots.
I'm gonna summon the magma elementals.
The magma mephits.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of those? 4?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Okie dokie. Or magma methods. Those go next. What are you doing with them?
Oh, crap. They haven't attacked us yet?
Oh, they're approaching. They're only moving maybe 10 feet around right now, but you don't know how fast they can move. They seem to be just sort of finding their feet.
Are we attacking these guys?
100%.
Okay.
Fucking see what those things look like. I don't want them near me.
Then yeah, I'll do fire breath.
With all of them?
Yeah, as long as they're not like facing towards team
Uh,
members.
There's no way that you can do it without hitting houses and stuff nearby. Is that a
I
concern?
don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
Burn the fucking city to the
Go
ground.
for it. Roll all four. And let's see what they do on their
Each
save.
creature in that area must make a dex saving throw.
Got 13, a 15, a 20, and a 7.
Yeah, anything below 11.
Okay, one failed.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's only 8 damage. That seems really weak.
It's not half. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, it's half if they succeed. But 8 for the failed.
8 for the fail. Okay, but that was only one of your magma methods, right?
Yeah.
So you have 4 of them.
Oh, yeah. That one's 7. That one's 6. And that one's 9. So it'd be
6, 7, 8, 9.
yeah.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. That is enough to kill 6 of them.
Oh shit.
So that's good. That's good news. You killed a big old chunk of them. There's a few more that are burned as well. And yeah, then it is Victor's turn. Victor, you see a lot of them. A lot. There are some people who are running in terror and screaming, but there's a lot of people who just collapsed and are standing back up with the gross, weird tentacle faces.
Okay. Let's see if I ever got this or not. I don't think I have done it yet. One of my grit things is that I can shoot through crowds and the bullet pierces through all of them. I don't currently have that as a feat though.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, I was looking to see if I picked it or not, but this would be great for that. Crowd, huh? Fuck. Is there anything around that I could shoot that would cause like something to fall on a group of them that I see?
Roll me perception.
Oh, well, that's not going to be good. What's my chart at? Perception. That is a whole 11.
Nope, you don't see much that
Okay.
you could do to get more than one.
Okay. Fuck. I guess I'll use one of my moves to run back about 15 feet.
Where is back?
Closer to like where the wall was.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my other 2 turns to shoot.
Okay.
First one is a 17 to hit,
17 will hit.
and that is gonna be 16 damage to one.
Are you shooting one of the ones that's burned or no?
I was just gonna shoot whatever was like closest to us.
Closest to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, use 16 damage to one.
I'm gonna shoot it.
As you
Yep.
blow a chunk out of its face, new tentacles appear where the ichor falls out.
Okay. On this next one, I'm going to, and I don't know if you want me to roll disadvantage, but I'm gonna aim at knees.
Uh, yeah, roll disadvantage, but if you hit, it will cut their speed by a lot.
Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
15 hits,
Oh my god.
barely.
That's gonna be 15 damage.
15 kneecapped. Okay. One looks pretty bad. Another one looks awful, but its kneecaps blown out, and now it's just crawling fairly slowly. As you're running back, you hear the sound of screams echoing throughout the city. This was not a localized event. In fact, it sounds like roughly the percentage of people who turned here turned everywhere. And we'll go from Simon's point of view. The bars and places all around you have them pouring out, tens of them at a time, all around you. So Victor, Simon, I'm gonna need you to make me, let's say, we'll save that because that's just too mean. Make me some dex saves.
Okay. I'm also, when I can do something, and I become invisible, but I will dex
Yeah.
save.
This has cave vibes to it.
15.
15.
Dirty
okay.
20.
And that 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you got 15, dirty 20. I need two more.
10. And 21.
21. Okay, two failed, two passed. Do you have anything special about deck saves?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
In the crowd, 4 different ones open their mouths and spray ichor in a cone.
Ugh.
You dodge 2 of them, so you'll take half, but 2 of them you get hit full on by. So that's 11, 16, 22 from one. 15 from another. Those will be the full ones. And then the half ones are going to be 18 and 15.
That sucks.
They are spraying, and you see an elf woman burst from a building nearby, maybe 40 feet away, before you see a group of 5 of them link hands and point at her head, and then her head just fucking explodes. And out of where her head was, tentacles come out of her neck. And you can see them sort of moving into groups of 5, and anywhere 5 get together, they appear to have some psionic abilities that they can manifest. Luckily, most of them aren't in groups of 5 yet. There's only that one group that just blew up that lady's head. And then we've got the ones that are going to attack 5 Gal, Victor, and Juniper. So it'll be 2 for each of you. Let's see here. 5 Gal. 1 swipes you with claws for 10 to hit. And 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay. That is 18 damage.
Okay.
Then Victor, 1 swipes at you with claws for 18 to hit. And 22 to hit.
Both of those hit. Were they? I mean, I moved. Were they close enough to hit me?
They charged you.
Okay.
They can move pretty fast, it turns out. as they start to figure out what they're doing.
Did I not have one of the did someone else have one of the
Oh,
kneecap
you're right.
ones?
You kneecapped one of them.
Yeah.
So we'll say only one. We'll
Okay.
say just the first one.
Okay.
And it rolled. It rolled 10 damage.
Okay.
And then Juniper.
No.
One runs at you, and it gets a 24 to hit
Fuck.
and a 22 to hit.
Okay.
That one rolled great.
Stop rolling good.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 14 damage and 14 damage. As they start to move in,
Oh my God.
you can hear screams and howls around the city. It feels like you have walked into the middle of like a war zone, basically. Everywhere you look, there are more of these things pouring out. People are fleeing from place to place. You can see them, but very few of them are getting too far. They're just so outnumbered. The dark elf next to you has drawn a pair of scimitars and is completely incompetent based on his rolls. We got a 3 and a 5.
Jesus.
He's unable to hit jack shit. He's total piece of crap. He's not supposed to be, but he looks very incompetent right now as he's swinging his swords around, and he is backing towards the wall, or where the wall was. It seems to be the only place that is clear of the monstrosities. Simon, it is your turn.
So I'm just gonna cast invisibility, and then I wanted to try to talk to Yaman Shesh and see if he's got any advice or things to say about this. Because he wanted the wall to come down, but this doesn't seem like
No.
the impression I got.
Yaman Shesh, roll me religion really quick. We'll have that
16.
or just a charisma check of your choice. If you got a better one.
I mean, I could do, what did I get? 14. So I could do 19.
19. Okay. Yaman Shesh speaks into your mind in the way that he does, where you can't understand the words, but you can understand the intent. And he shows you pictures of the Mind Flayer. And then you get a flash of history. You just get a single little scene of Thoris, the Elf King, and an undead army slaughtering Mind Flayers by the boatloads. And it appears that Thoris, the Lord of Corpses, as Jian Gur called him, was probably fighting the horde of Mind Flayers using a horde of undead which can't be controlled by Mind Flayers. That was his whole thing. However, he was locked behind the wall because he's a super necromancer who was using people to fight Mind Flayers. And while he had some pretty strong mental shielding, the Yaman Shesh is letting you know that your device broke that down when it connected to the wall to break the wall down. And unbeknownst to him, that meant that the tadpoles could infect Thoris and therefore all of his subjects that he was connected to at once. You were spared because you had already been infected by the tadpoles and they willingly left you. So that's the only reason you guys aren't all turning into zombie tentacle things, is because your tadpoles leapt out of you. So you catch all that, and it appears that he wanted the wall down because he wanted something that exists outside of the wall, but he didn't want this whole country to become Mind Flayers. Not a big fan of the Mind Flayers. So that's what you get in your little ask for what the hell's going on.
Yikes. Okay.
What are you doing once you turn invisible, other than pleading? Because if you don't move, they are headed directly to where you were.
Yeah, I was gonna go back toward the wall since it seems like there's no. I don't have another spell slot to use, so I can either try to go through them or go back toward the wall and rejoin the party.
Roll me stealth for that.
12.
Okay. These things are mostly mindless. Don't have a high bonus.
Well, Andy's invisible.
Yep.
But they might hear me.
He's also walking through a giant puddle of ichor. Okay. All but one seems to be lost as to your position. There is one that you think may have noticed the footsteps as you step through the ichor, the little ripples that are occurring, but it can't tell exactly where you're at. You just think you see its head tracking whenever you make a particularly obvious step. One of them rolled a nat 20. That's why.
Nice.
Juniper, it's your turn.
Okay. So what I want to do is, because I can make 2 attacks on my turn, and then I can use a bonus action to attack.
Mhm.
And then, but I can also spend a key point to make 2 more attacks.
Yeah, so you can make 2 attacks and then do 2 attacks as your bonus action.
Yeah. So I want to do that.
Okay. We'll start
2.
with the ones next to you and see if you can get the ones next to Victor and 5-Gal as well.
Well, the first one is a nat 1.
That's not a great start. You managed to get ichor on you,
Okay.
and it's sticky.
25 to hit for the second one.
25 will hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Non-natural 20 to hit
That'll hit.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I have 1 more attack.
You missed. You hit. You missed. Hit. Yeah. So that's your 4.
Okay.
You definitely injured one. We'll say you your first blow with your hand that missed got ichor on it, but you followed it up with an elbow right into the orbital socket, crushing it. And that was when you found out that even what was inside their heads has all just turned to the black ichor at this point, as it comes leaking out of everywhere that's cracked and torn. You bring a knee up and crush the rib cage, and it just forces more ichor up. It just increases the pressure in the skin sac, and more of it just comes pouring out of its mouth and nose and eyes as you've just removed some of the surface area that existed by plunging your knee in. It sort of fountains out of it. But you don't manage to take it down. You just injure it fairly grievously. And then we go back to the top of the order. It's 5-Gal's turn again.
All right. So, how many of them are near me?
There are 2 right on top of you.
Oh man, I have so many that's just gonna like fuck with everyone. Are they in a line?
If you were to point in a direction, any direction, for 60 feet, you would hit more than one.
What about 100 feet?
You would hit probably 5 at least. There are lots. I want to be clear. The 20 or so that you started with has turned into like 70. There are more every round than you guys are killing by like a magnitude.
So we just need to get back to the train.
You guys aren't getting back to the train.
We just need to get the fuck out.
You said there's none on the other side of the wall?
No. Everything is the people who were here. And since the wall existed before, actually, I won't say there's none. There is one person that you see who fled onto the other side of the wall and is running through the desert into the distance. An elf male.
Are the two in front of me, how close are they?
5 feet.
Or how close are they to each other?
5 feet.
Okay.
Think of them more as right beside each other, beating the shit out of you.
Okay. Well, can I cast Moonbeam, but where it's not going to hit me?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
The edge of the circumference will just be right at the front end of your bucket form.
Yeah. Yeah. So they need a con saving throw.
Okay. That's a I've got a -2. It's a 14 and a 9.
Nope. Where'd that go? That will be. Ooh, goody. That's actually really fucking good. 25 damage.
Are you hitting ones you had burned already or new ones? I guess
ones
the
that
ones
are
that
direct.
you had burned already were not up against you. They were dealing with your methods. So you kill 2 of them, the 2 that were right in front of you.
Okay.
And now it is your method's turn.
Okay. And they can't do the fire thing again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a recharge.
Yep. So they are gonna go up and attack whoever they can.
They've each got 1 in front of them.
So melee attack. Ooh, 2 nat 20s.
Really?
Oh,
Your
that one
method?
was. I'm gonna re-roll that one. I have one that's
Like on the corner.
in the crack. That's a 20 and a 2.
Just call it a 20. That's fine with me.
Okay.
So that's
There's a
3
lot of
nat
these
20s.
things. A few
So-
nat 20s here and there isn't gonna hurt.
What about a few in a row at the same time?
That's 3.
We'll call it 3.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, we'll call it 3, and we will have the actual 3 nat 20s thing happen.
Oh,
the
this
first
has
time
never
ever
happened
in this-
That's
In the middle of a
exciting.
clusterfuck.
in
We're
3
getting
seasons,
swarmed.
not once.
I need to find which one. It will be roll me a D4. One of you, whoever's first.
4.
4.
Mhm.
4. That is Mark, and that will be interesting. Okay. When your turn's over, I will do the stuff, or when your methods are done. How much damage do your methods do?
They do 1d4 plus another d4.
Okay, so
Plus
2d4 doubled. 2d4 plus 1 doubled for 3 of them.
Ugh. 5. So 10.
10, and then
The other one was 14 to hit.
okay. 10, and 14 missed. Okay, so your methods attack, they're doing their best. They're not super dangerous with their claws. Their fire breath's okay, but Everybody roll me perception checks really quick.
17.
17,
23.
23, 15. Simon?
18. I don't know if you wanted mine or not, since I'm
Yeah.
sort of far away.
No. You're actually the first to see. You hear the sound of heavy galloping and like, yeah, yeah, a large wagon with scythes on the wheels, more of a chariot being towed by 4 gigantic. What are they? Let me look up exactly what it is again. Being towed by 4 gigantic.
Elves.
Saber cats. So 4 saber cats and scythe wheels on this wagon being whipped kind of by a Goliath who you recognize, Simon, as Brontus the wagon train merchant. He used to bring supplies to the Yuan-Ti. He was one of the main forms of mass transport from Lumbura to Wallshade. And he regularly was transporting through Yuan-Ti lands. So he's a dangerous, competent dude. He is also just tearing through this crowd on the wagon, headed for the wall. And he spots you. Or no, he can't spot you because you're invisible. So you spot him, but he's just headed for the wall. But he's got his wagon full of goods, and he is headed straight for the wall. So you guys all see him. Simon, you technically see him first. And we will give 5 gal, since it was his 3 nat 20s that summoned this insane event at this insane time. You get the first opportunity to interact or do something here.
Hi.
Are you a bucket for him? You're mentally just saying hi.
Yeah.
He looks around, and you see him reach into a bag and pull out what appears to be a tinfoil hat and stick it on his head. And a group of the 5 tentacle villagers, as they're labeled, point at him using their head explodey thing, and nothing happens. And they seem frustrated.
You got room for some people on that thing?
You feel a wall as though you're blocked from contacting him mentally.
Shit.
He is riding directly towards you guys, though. Although, you just
Jump
look
on.
like a fucking bucket, so it's not
Yeah.
like he's looking at you.
Grab
He's
the bucket
looking
and jump
more
on.
at Victor and Juniper. Simon,
But
I am going to need you to make a dex save or something. You tell me, with a wagon bearing down on you and crowds of things all around you, are you jumping out of the way? Are you trying to jump onto the wagon?
I
as
was
it
going to try to
passes you?
jump on it.
You're going to try and jump on it. Okay. Roll me athletics. And if you can tell me something creative that could explain advantage, now would be a good time to do it.
Oh, I can't think of something creative. I'm like a snake person, so I don't have necessarily some good jumping skills. I did get 22, though.
Oh, that's good. That's great. You jump onto the wagon, and you see him spin around and scanning the wagon as the blades slice up various tentacle people all around. But he doesn't see you, and he turns back. He seems to be riding towards Victor and Juniper, as he can tell they're fighting and not crazy lost in the, tentacle swarm. And then it is technically Victor's turn.
So I got the thing right in front of me, right?
Yes.
I want to try to push it to the ground.
Okay.
Do I have to do a strength check or anything?
Yeah. Strength check, athletics. It got a 15.
I got a 17.
Okay. You push it down.
I'm gonna use my second turn to kneecap it.
Okay. Your second attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which
Kneecap
is-
away.
Jesus Christ, definitely gonna hit. 29 to hit.
Okay.
Jeez.
The good news is it's probably just gonna die rather than be kneecapped.
It's 15 damage.
Yeah, it died.
And then I guess I'll use my last attack to shoot one of them in front of Juniper or Five Gal, who's ever closer.
The two in front of me are dead.
Yeah,
Oh.
Juniper.
Okay, then I'll shoot one that's at Juniper,
Okay.
which is a 21 to hit,
21 will hit.
and that is 14 damage.
14. That's enough to kill another one. The one that she had already punched a bunch and built up a giant amount of pressure. You pop that balloon. Juniper, you are totally covered in black ichor.
Ew.
It was fucking gross, but it's dead now. There's also a moonbeam that is incinerating them as they walk into it. It's killed like 3 or 4 additional ones now as they try to get to Five Gal. So that's fun. It's now the Tentacle Villagers' turn, and Five Gal, Juniper, Victor, I need you guys each to make me 4 dex saves.
Oh, god damn.
Holy shit. I wish these were nat 20s because I got 3 17s and a nat 20.
I just need to know how many times you get below a 16.
Twice.
None.
Twice for Five Gal?
I am a bucket.
Yeah, you sure are.
Oops.
I tried to save you. Remove curse just didn't do anything.
Well,
Twice. One of them's a nat 1.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you're in good company. The Dark Elf got an at 1 and failed both of his other ones.
Oh.
Oh, no. He gets a 4th. He got nat 20 on that one, so
Ooh.
that's good. Okay, so the damage is 20, 24, 35. That was almost max. And 15.
so how are we judging that then?
So 20, 24, 35, and 15. You'd just apply your saves first is how we're going to do this. So however many saves you have, just apply those in order: 20, 24, 35, 15. If you had 4 saves, you wouldn't take any. If you had 3, you'd only take the 15. If you had 2, you take the 35 and the 15.
I'm dead.
Are you down?
I'm down.
How many saves you get?
2.
You took the 35 and the 15.
Yeah, that's 50.
Yeah, that is a shit ton.
And I'm only at 24.
Yeah, I'm down as well.
Okay. 2, you are down. Victor?
I'm fine. I passed all of them.
Okay. So Icar is everywhere. And the wagon is quickly approaching. The Dark Elf who failed his, is also down. As he collapses, you see a map roll out of his jacket and a bag drop. The moonbeam fades. There aren't any really close to you guys at the moment, but there are lots of them approaching again. As the wagon roars up next to you, Victor, what are you doing? What are you saying?
We could use all the help right now if you're so inclined to do so.
The Goliath looks down. He says, well, I got half a mind to leave this whole city behind to the hell that it's become. I'm heading into that desert. I don't know what's in there, but it sure as hell can't be worse than this.
We would love to come with you if you can help me load up my injured friends here real quick.
You want to roll persuasion really quick?
Ooh, are my elementals still alive?
Oh, they disappeared when you passed out.
Did they
Oh.
explode?
Disappeared.
Damn it.
That's a non-natural 20.
Okay. He hops out and grabs Juniper because that's the only person that he sees.
If
Yeah,
I'm knocked out, then I'm back into a human form.
Ah, yes. So you're a ichor-covered human.
I'm gonna go grab the stuff that fell out of that off the guy.
Okay. Grabs Juniper and he throws her in the back. Juniper, make me a death saving throw.
Oops. 5.
Oh,
5. 1 fail.
do I get the feeling that Yamansha still wants me to protect her?
Yes.
If I can, I would do. I can't do like a cantrip or anything to help her, but I could roll medicine to try to stabilize her. If I
Okay,
see her
roll
in the wagon
medicine.
with us.
Just got to beat a 10.
16.
Okay. That's 1 save. You're not stabilized yet, but you got to save. Is anybody going to save the naked body covered in ichor? Have you seen Vive Gal turn into a human before, Victor?
No,
Simon
but-
has.
No, but
I didn't
like,
know that it
it's
was him.
Got to be pretty obvious, right?
I mean,
There's a
yeah, you
naked
hadn't seen it.
person there.
Naked guy appeared right where Five Gal was.
Yeah. I was
So-
gonna help him.
Okay. Are you dragging the body or are you doing medicine? What's your trick?
I should probably do medicine first.
Okay.
Well, how much time do we have? Is there like clearly zombies about to be right on top of us, or? Because I would load him up. I'll do medicine when we're moving.
You have 2/6 of a minute.
2/6 of a minute. I'm gonna load him up onto the wagon, and I'll do medicine on the wagon.
Okay. You guys get on the wagon, and quickly the saber cats are tearing through any few that get in the way as you haul ass into the desert. The howls of tentacle things in the distance. However, Simon is visible now, and you see 5 grouped together and point. And I need an int save from you, Simon.
Shit, that's not my strong suit. Dirty 20.
20. Okay. You will take half damage unless you have some sort of mental resistance.
I don't. I wish.
You don't have a great old one patron, do you?
Yeah.
They get some mental stuff. You might want to look just to be sure.
I can mentally talk to other people. Oh, I can use Entropic Ward, but not till 10th level. Like, I get stuff later on. That's better.
Okay. You don't have it yet. That's fine. So that's... Holy shit, that's a lot of
Yay.
damage.
I might be down
6,
too.
6, 6, 6, and 4. That is almost max. That's so close. So that's 24, 30, 34 psychic damage. Luckily, you passed the save, so you only take half.
I'm still doing pretty bad, but I'm not down.
It's good that you passed that save. They point, and you feel pain flaring as they try to mentally just crush your consciousness and replace it with whatever they are. But they can't manage to do it, and you feel Yaman Shesh actually backlash at them and you see at least one of their heads literally explode as your patron rages at the impunity of them for daring to try and control the mind of one of his servants. Only he does that. So, with that, I'm going to need the next set of death saving throws and the medicine check.
Ooh, 14.
17.
17.
Nice.
Okay, 2 passes. A pass. What's the medicine check?
15.
15. 2 passes, 1 fail. Okay, everybody. 2 medicine checks, 2 death saves. As long as there's no nat ones, nothing to worry about. If the
14.
medicine checks pass.
18.
16.
10.
Okay, you guys are back with the living. The Goliath looks back and sees Simon and is startled for a moment before reaching out and grasping your hand and shaking it a little bit and saying, well, I hadn't expected to see you on board, but you're a shifty sort, Simon.
Yeah, I brought this. Can we just get out of here now?
He's busy keeping you guys going. You have you're quickly putting distance between you and the city. It's fading into the twilight as the dunes rise around you. There does seem to be some sort of road, but it is long fallen into disrepair. And you guys are headed towards a full moon in the distance without any super strong guidance as to what might be ahead in the world. And that is where we are going to end episode 18. The party, having coincidentally found safety.
So dumb.
I won't right now because I'm just unprepared for it. Brontis is a character that was made for the triple nat 20 type event. There's one basically for each of your backstories. He's a cool one in particular because he already has a wagon, but he's going to gift 5 gals something for the 3 nat 20s, some magic item. I just have to make it. I wasn't expecting to have to make it. So he'll give you something. You guys have leveled.
I hope it's more legs.
Oh.
God.
So level and prepare to find out more about this new grand world. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Thank you for listening, and catch us next time. Bye.